Hello boys and girls, long time no see, but I'm back, and as you would see shortly in the background, we will talk today about Diablo Immortal. But first, I would like to cover where have I been, why there were no videos on the channel, is the channel dying, am I closing, am I done with Diablo? Absolutely not, guys. The thing is that, as I announced in the trials, like in the seasonal 26 announcement video, the theme of this season in D3 is absolutely rubbish. And don't get me wrong, it's a cool feature. The feature itself is very fun. It's nice. It's a new end game, which is huge after 12 years or whatever in D3. But it's not strong enough to be as a standalone theme. And I covered it in that video. And I told you, I needed a theme. That's not a theme. It's too weak, so I decided to just to skip the video. Jesus Christ. Just to skip the season. And once season 27 is back, hopefully we get a powerful theme. An interesting one. The one that you can actually feel every day in your game, not only when you find the key and enjoy it for 5 minutes or less. I'll be back and I'll bring you the guides, I'll bring you the info on the theme, and we will blast. We will go again for 150 solo if it's possible, and we will have Johnny back on the stream. So don't worry, I'm not done, I'll be back. But in between, there was this pleasant surprise. Don't you guys have phones? Diablo Immortal. And this is a game that I didn't plan to touch at all. But, again, a lot of buts. Just before the release date announcement, or on the day of the release date announcement, there was an unexpected twist. And that thing is that they, out of the blue, announced a beta for PC. PC, guys, yes. And they call it a beta because I think they decided to swap to PC, to port the game to PC very late before the release. So they have had no time to test it and to properly polish the port. So that's why they basically they are doing a full release, but they're calling it beta so that they have this maneuver ground, right? If we have bugs or the game is not polished yet, they will say, well, it's a beta, we will fix it. And that's absolutely cool. And it gave a persons who were planning to try to port, not to port it, but to play it on the emulators and stuff. They just gave them an easy option of it. Don't waste the time. Here you go. You have a game from us. Why they truly swapped to PC as well? I think there is a more evil plan behind this, and I think their intentions are not so pure, and it's not because they listen to us, actually, to our feedback, that we, majority PC gamers, we badly wanted the game on the PC. But we will cover it later, so stay tuned. Guys, this video, I will try to do it as short as possible, but also to cover the key points. I have it here, the key points, some bullet points. I will try to edit this video as less as possible, so I'll give you my first impressions of Diablo Immortal, and also I'll discuss the problems of the games, the pros of the game. So since this video might be quite a long one in the end, we don't know yet, but my advice is grab a cup of your favorite drink, grab a beer, or grab your wireless phones, and you can listen to it as a podcast as well. It's not necessary that you need to watch me. Just listen to it. That's it. Okay, let's go. So Diablo Immortal. Since we announced it on PC, it was a perfect timing for me since I'm not playing Season 26 in D3. I hadn't too much to stream. I tried to stream FIFA here and there, but for FIFA, it's because it's a completely different genre. It's a completely different audience as well. So it's not for you, so I couldn't upload it here. I have a separate channel for FIFA. FIFA is fun, but it's completely in another direction. So after this announcement, I was excited because I would have something to stream and to discuss before season 27 of D3 comes. We will start with good things, then we will move to less good things, and at the end of the video we will discuss the pure evil of a game. There are two shocking facts that are absolutely unbelievable about this game. About the game itself, so if we look at the game itself, it's a very well done game. The port to the PC works smoothly. There are some bugs. I can tell, like, the most annoying one is the keys sometimes get jammed. Not sometimes, but quite often, especially when you're in a big combat, like you jump into a bunch of enemies. Then there are times when you will act like you are stunned. Basically, your keys will be jammed. So you are pressing 1, 2, 3, nothing happens. And then what helps me, I whirlwind a little bit, then they get unstuck. So then I press them and the skills work actually. I'm very sure they will fix it first thing possible, like whenever first patch comes out for PC version. They will fix it. I'm very sure they are already well aware, because I'm sure it's not only with me, it's with a lot of players, so they got this feedback like from more than one source, so they should fix it. I'm not worried about this. Like with first patch, this should be fixed. The game itself, it's amazing. It feels like a very well improved D3 and also expanded D3. So the graphics, even that, remember, this is a mobile game. It's ported to PC, but it's not the PC version of it. Like, it's not designed for PC. You still have a mobile interface. You have all exactly the same that you see on a mobile screen, be it tablet or be it phone. Nevertheless, even on a big screen, the graphics look, as you can see, very, very nice. Not worse than D3 for sure, even better maybe. And also the game itself, like, plays smoothly. It's a Diablo experience. You might forget that this is a mobile game during the game, and it's very fun to play. Campaign-wise, I'm level 51 at the moment, at the date of registering this video. So campaign-wise, I'm still not, I think I'm halfway, or maybe a little bit more than halfway, because I don't know how long is the campaign, but from what I've read, the campaign itself takes like healthy 20 hours of gameplay, which is just absolutely amazing. And if you don't rush it, if you read through dialogues, you listen to all the storyline and stuff, it might take even more. So it's very good. I can't say anything bad about this. It's absolutely fantastic. Also, you will see a lot of D3 elements in Diablo Immortal. So it's, as I said, it's an improved D3, but you'll see a lot of, like, you'll see tiles from D3, you'll see mobs from D3, you'll see bosses from D3, but also you'll see a lot of new stuff as well. Progression-wise, I didn't reach max yet. Level 60, I think it's maximum, and I played this game completely free to play because I wanted to experience like what an average person that doesn't plan to spend on this game will experience, like, playing it. And when I say I didn't spend anything, I didn't spend absolutely anything. Not even the 0.99 USD that they proposed at the start of the game for an 80% value, which is a very good option, but still zero spent, zero. Yeah, so as I told, like the game is an improved D3, and when I say this, like besides all the like bigger world, more mobs, more mob types and stuff, you get like quite some interesting things that would be great to have them in D3, and I'm wondering if they can bring some with future seasons, future themes, and forget about substantially, and later doing them like permanent features would be very nice. So you have also like features from D3, you have massacre bonuses, you have like you will see globes, health globes, but also as you can see like right now you have experience globes, and then you have more kind of globes, like you have purple globes which is energy globes, and when you take them your cooldowns are reset. You have conduit globes. When you take it, you get a mini conduit, which is not time-based, but it's charge-based. So you get 3 charges of conduit, and then it will discharge 3 times, killing enemies around you, and when it's done. There might be even more. I don't want to dive too deep into the game, but globes, like different types of globes, is absolutely a cool idea. What else? Like you have shrines, which is kind of similar to D3, but because it's mobile, I think it's less types of them, or maybe there is more, but I didn't encounter them. I encountered like I think like up to 4 types. Some of them are like in D3, you get XP shrine, you get XPs from D2, I guess. Then you get like conduit, you can get shield, which in this case like will protect you, like a shield pylon. Also you have some new ones like the alchemist one, which it's quite cool because when you have that and you hit a mob, you will transform them into a golden statue actually for a period. So basically it's stun, but in a cool way, and it helps a lot, of course. Skill-wise, yeah, the skills will be a little bit more shallow, the skill system, because it's mobile, so we have less skills per total, as in D3, but the skills, like, they have ranks, and they go up with each level, so you don't have to choose runes for them, they automatically update, and the numbers go up, and then you can do your build. You can use 5 skills, 4 on your keyboard, like 1 to 4, and then 1 on your mouse. On left click you don't have right click, but what you can do, if you have a channeling skill, for example, and you want the right click, like whirlwind, like I did, you can map it, like bind the key to right click as well, so then when you press right click it will cast actually a skill from slot 1 to 4. Being shallower in skill system, it's much more richer in game systems. So it's like, as I said, campaign, I think it's longer, or maybe it's on par with D3, but end game activities are by far more than in D3. So you have Challenge Rift here, which is very similar to jars actually with Greater Rifts from D3, but also you have Elder Rifts, which is the main source of good loot, I think. Gems, legendary gems, and also is the source of evil, which we will cover a little bit later why. And then you have like bounties, which is completely different. Well, not completely, but quite different from D3. You have a daily amount cap, like up to 8 bounties, and you take them from a board. You accept them one by one. You go in certain zones, kill a certain set of mobs, and you're done, which is quite similar to D3. And also you have like the event game, as I didn't reach it yet, but from what I've seen, you have like the Immortals and the Shadows activity, which is a completely new, brandly designed activity, nothing that we had in D3 or D2. But again, I don't want to jump too deep into the details, because then this video will take like 2-3 hours. It will be like a full-length fledged stream. So yeah, game itself isolated, like if we don't touch monetization, it's a great game. It plays great on PC. It doesn't even feel as a mobile game. It feels like a full-fledged Diablo game, so they kept to the promise. Now, monetization. And this is where we open the can of worms, guys. as this is a free-to-play game, and also as this is a mobile game, we knew that monetization will be around microtransactions. And also because it's a mobile game, the monetization is not is but implies pay to win element. And they stated a lot, like quite evasive before the game launched, that yeah, it will be like you would not be able to buy directly power. Actually, you can. And that's what we will touch a little bit later. But to start with, it's the first thing that saddened me monetization wise is that it's very, very aggressive, guys. It's very, very aggressive. They try to trick you into paying money at every corner. You have a lot of pop-ups like this is available. Oh, you just finished this, but if you paid, you will have get more rewards and like stuff of this. It's very, very aggressive and intrusive. Of course, I would have liked an option like if you are totally free to play game, like gamer, like if you are like something similar to hardcore mode, right? I have a checkbox. I said that I don't want nothing to buy in this game. Give me this option, and you click the checkbox and monetization is disabled in the whole game. Of course, this is not going to happen because that's how they make money with this game. So they have to always advertise paid features in front of your eyes. So even if you are strong enough in the start of a game, later you might hit some paywalls, and by that is some moments in the game where it's very hard to progress further, be it in your level or in the story mode, without paying actually. And or you can, and if you are a dedicated player, you will do it as I do it. It didn't stop me, but some other players will get just bored or tired, and they will prefer just to spend a one time. They would have think like it's one time to get over that all, and then like yeah, I pay once and I will never pay again. But no, that's the first step. And once you do it, it's a very slippery slope actually, and quite steep one. So besides that, it's very aggressive actually. It's very pay to win, heavily pay to win, and unfortunately, between whales, and whales is the players that will invest a lot of money in the game, and the free-to-play players, it's a huge gap. And it's bigger than I expected. And I think it's bigger than you expected, guys, and than anyone expected. It's very unbalanced from this point of view, and because of this, it's very bad, of course. The game has already the lowest score on Metacritic user score from any of the Blizzard games. Like the community went totally berserk against Blizzard. Blizzard should be ashamed. That's what everybody said. I'm quite sure you already like listened to our reviews, so you'll see a lot of similarities from their reviews, my review, because it's quite obvious. Like it's very transparent and it's very evilish. The gap also, like it affects you in two ways. Like if you are a PvP player, you'll feel it as well very hard. Like it will still be possible to kill whales in the PvP arena. Like Udija does it, I think. He even got rank 1, but I think later in the game the gap will be even greater, and then he will not be able, as a free-to-play player, to compensate that gap with his skill, which we know he's very skillful at Diablo games and in general. So still in the end, I expect money to take over the skill, and that's not great, to say at least. I hoped, like not we, but I hoped actually that I knew it will be pay to win at some extent. I didn't expect that it will be totally pay to win. But what I hoped for a balance, like to be more inclined towards cosmetics, like microtransaction towards cosmetics that don't affect your power. Like it will affect your looks. You can buy some freakingly like nice looking cosmetics and stuff, You have cosmetics in the game, but it's not about that. It's a lot of monetization towards power gap. And where it goes, like, besides that it's very aggressive and it's everywhere, also it's not cheap, guys. It's not cheap at all. Like, the main source that where you will want to spend money is the Elder Rifts, because Elder Rifts is the source of the legendary gems, and the legendary gems are the gems that you can insert in 6 of your slots in the primary gear. It's like both weapons, like weapon and offhand. It's pants, body piece, helm, and gloves, I think, yeah. So you can wear up to 6 legendary gems, and then in all other gear you still have 13 slots. In other gear you'll get like normal gems, which is like rubies, topazes, and so on. They are a little bit different named here, but still. The legendary gems, guys, you can obtain mostly or only, I'm not sure yet, it's in Elder Rifts, and you can do a normal Elder Rift like without empowering it, but then you can empower it with crests. And crests can be rare, which are more common, and can be legendary crests, the purple ones. And those legendary crests you can buy almost only for money. As a free-to-play player, you will get max 2 per month, which is crazy. Like, that's another issue of me. Like, it's fine even if you get this huge player gap and stuff, which we will cover soon. Just give a free-to-play player a better experience. That's it. Like, give us another way of like going around or playing this game. This is a direct limitation actually for free-to-play player, and it's one of the walls that you hit and you feel very uncomfortable and you feel very like inferior to other players, and that will also push some weaker players, like psychological. It's a psychological trap. Will push them in the end to either quit the game, or more often it will be this. It will push them to pull out their credit card and just buy some crests, for example, right? With rare crest, it's easier. Like, you can get, I think, up to 3 or 4 per day. But with rare crests, you have a very small chance to get a legendary gem at all. But also, like, gems have stars. They have from 1 to 5 star. And with normal crest, you basically have no chance at all to get a 5-star legendary gem. Which means that you will not be able to maximize your character, like, at all. Like, we are cool with having to do a long way towards it, but at the end of the video I will unveil you how long is that way actually, and trust me, you'll be shocked. It's not even close to what you expect. Yeah. Then with legendary crests you can put up to 10 in one run. And then with the more you put, the more chances you get to get legendary gems in the end. And then there is a good chance that you'll get a 5-star legendary gem, but it's not guaranteed. And there is, I think, there was a short video from Asmongold that he did this like 10 crest legendary run opposed to a non-crest run, and you can see like it's so bad. Like, the other one, the not paid one, it feels that you just wasted your time. You get no rewards, almost no rewards in the end. 10 crest run will cost you $25. Imagine, guys, one rift run, you pay $25. That's like half of a D3 game when you buy the whole game, if it's $50, right? And this is one run. This is a one, like, I don't know, it might take like 5-6 minutes. 5-6 minutes, $25 gone. It's huge. It's very, very costly. And then it's not even guaranteed that you'll get like the best rewards in the end. You get good rewards, but it's not guaranteed that you'll get best. There are reports that Queen spent up to 5,000 in one of the first streams, and he still didn't get a 5-star legendary gem. Then I read today another article that said that he went further, up to 10,000 bucks, guys, into rifts, and he still didn't get a 5-star legendary gem. It's absolutely insane how they milk it, and they take, like, it's very, very oriented towards your pocket, not towards your player experience. And that's the main issue of the game. Like, it's very embarrassing for a company like Blizzard. It's very shameful, and it's just horrible, absolutely horrible. So it's a lot of backlash in the community, but the bad thing that they will not care, because these games, they work on whales, and they will have whales, and they don't care about like 95% of all player base. They will live on the whales back, and that's fine. Also, because this was not even planned for PC, it's a mobile game, they were aiming towards it because they knew the main target is China, guys. And in China, this culture of mobile game and spending fortunes on mobile games is very common, and it's very accepted. When they saw this, I'm quite sure they wanted a slice of pie. It's a big, juicy pie. They wanted a slice. And to enter China, as you know, like even D3 is free to play in China, it's not so easy. So to facilitate that, they partnered with Tencent, how are they called, like the Chinese developer company. And by doing this partnership, it's of course easier to enter their market, because you need like government approval to be in China market. So they don't care about us, guys. They don't care about us. They cared about China particularly. They care about the mobile version. They don't care about PC. That was the main target of the game. And the main target of the game was to make tons of money. They didn't care about player experience. They still made a very good game, and it's not developers' fault. Like, let me be clear. It's all about marketing and the executives' fault. Not fault, but like they are to blame. Developers did actually a really good job. Like, the game is amazing, as I said. And it's not up to them how they monetize the game, right? It's all about the upper level management, guys. The bosses with no shame and with fat bank accounts. And why did they port to PC? It's very easy. I think the answer is that make more money. They knew that why not? It's an additional platform to monetize the game. They didn't care. Like, they will of course say that they listen to our feedback, because this is one of the first of the main criticism of a game, to port the game to PC, give us a PC version. And they didn't plan to it. They didn't intend it to do it. Trust me. That's why we have it so late before the release. And that's why we have it in beta, because I am very sure the decision was made just 1 month ago, or a couple of months ago. And it was made based on pure greed. Greed. More money. One more platform. More PC players. Greed. Money. Don't you guys have credit cards, right? And as I promised you, let's make it to shocking facts. And when I said a lot of money, it's actually a lot of money. So there were a team of people, or was it a publication, or I've read somewhere, like, it's quite easy to calculate how much you need to spend based on the drop rates and based on the, like, what you need, how much you need to spend as a pay-to-win player, like as a player that is willing to pay in the game to max out your character. And to max out your character, we are saying that you have 6 legendary gems, 5-star gems, maxed out as well, because the 5-star gem has a level, and then you can max out it to, I think, up to level 10. And to upgrade it, you need other gems to salvage them, like to use them as salvage material to upgrade these gems. So to do all this. This is the first shocking fact. Imagine, can you have a guess like how much do you need? I'm betting that you, even in your wildest guesses, you will not even think about this sum. And this sum is like 110,000 USD dollars. I think I need 2 years at my job to make this money. Or maybe more. It's insane. And that's to max out one character. And in Diablo Immortal, it doesn't work as in D3. It's not that you, like, Paragon is shared, level is shared. No. Every character starts from 0. And also, there are, in Diablo Immortal, there are a lot of servers. It's not like Europe, NA, and Asia. No, in Europe you have like 10 or 12, 20 servers. Then in US you have... And it's not cross-server. What do you think? It's 110,000 players, USD, to maximize one character on one account on one server. That's mind-blowing. They have no shame at all. They are completely bold into this approach. And I think they're just testing us. They will see how we react, and if we swallow this, and if we will be okay with this over time, they will continue doing it, and they will push even further, new boundaries. So I think it's up to us just to make it loud and clear that this is unacceptable. And I know it's a mobile game, I know it's up to you, it's optional, but this is shifting the industry in completely the wrong direction. Now the second shocking fact, guys. If you are not willing to spend this 110k USD, which most of you will not be able to, not willing to, and most, like, I think like at least half of you will not even be able to, because we don't handle these sums of money. At least I'm quite a poor guy from this perspective. There is another calculation. How much would you need on average to get one, not all 6 maxed out, one 5-star legendary gem? And this is not guaranteed. It's on average and it's on long term. Are you ready to know how much you need? 50. 50 hours? No. 50 days? No. 50 months, you would say, which is huge. It's like what? 4 years? No. It's 50 years, guys. 50 years of playing time on average to get a 5-star level gem, and it's not guaranteed, it's on average, and it's like a chance. Which makes it straight away like the unreachable gap between pay to win and free to play. Like the free to play experience for the dedicated players will never be the same as pay to win. And that's one of the biggest problems of the game. Because I would expect pay to win, even if we take away cosmetics, I would expect pay to win to be a mode for lazy people, right? So if you are not a dedicated grinder and you want things to happen faster, boost, you just pay, and that's your right. Of course, it affects the competitive mode. Forget about competitive competition in this game. But it's your right. Like, you're lazy, you don't want to grind. But then the bad thing is that for grinders, there is no reward, actually. I'm a dedicated player. I can put hours into RPGs. Especially when I stream with you guys, it's very easy to do these hours because you don't feel them. It's a great experience. No, not in this game. 50 years to get a gem? No, thank you. Like, I have better things to do in this life. And there are a lot, I think there are more things to cover, but these are the main things, and it's already like half an hour in this video, so I don't want to waste more of your time. These are my first impressions. To summarize, game itself, very well designed, very interesting. It's an improved D3. Monetization-wise, it's shit. It's pure evil, it's unacceptable, it's shameful, and we should not accept it at any cost. Would I recommend this game? If you want just to chill, to go free to play and not to grind too much, like chill every day or here and there, like a couple of hours to kill some hours between the seasons in D3 and stuff, absolutely yes. It's a great experience, try it out. Also, you can play on your mobile devices, I guess, which I don't plan, but whenever you are in, I don't know, on a trip, on a vacation, or you have some internet, you can try it. Don't spend money in this game. Don't encourage any company, especially Blizzard, to continue to implement these techniques and these shameless approaches towards monetization, because otherwise we are risking to lose Diablo 4, guys. If I go this way, which I think is not the case because it will not be a mobile game, but they will certainly make their decisions based on Diablo Immortal experience towards monetization. And if they go this way, Diablo 4 is done, guys. We will have to swap to other games. And I have still huge hope for D4, and I'm looking forward for D4 because D3 is kind of old game, right? And we are not getting like too much content in that. Hope and pray, guys. Hope and pray. It's up to you, you decide. But I hope you made your conclusions based on my review. Thank you very much if you are still here. I'm very glad to see you back. Well, to see myself back, but also to be able to interact with you guys again. If you are still here and you want to support my creation, if you are not too lazy, click on the like button, would be much appreciated, or click on the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Come over on Twitch to do live sessions. I'm there almost every evening and also on the weekend sometimes. So I'm looking forward to see you there. Thank you very much once again, and have a good evening, and see you in the next videos. Cheers, guys.